Yo, what's good, my people? It's your boy. Look at me doing Uncle Damson. Anyway, guys, this is your boy Moto, aka palmwinepapi. Welcome back again to the channel. I'm excited, guys. We're about to cross the 10K line. Appreciate everybody that has been riding with your boy since we opened up this channel late 2021. And the OG channel is still sitting right there. I know we're going to be putting content there. So yeah, content is going to be coming there soon. And I'm sure some of you have noticed that I don't really do reviews in this format as much. It's usually the reaction, New Music Friday live stream clips that you'd seen. The last time I did this was Show Them Camp, Palm Music Volume 3. Go check that one out if you missed it. But then again, I'm really looking forward to doing more this year. And it's a nice way to open up this format this year with the Lojay Gangsta Romantic EP.
She don't see Moto with your suicide door and electric charge. You only need that visa to Canada.
Now, for those of you that are not too familiar with Lojay, Lojay is a singer-songwriter, performing artist from Nigeria. In 2021, Lojay caught the attention of the Nigerian music industry with this debut EP, Love and Attention. Love and Attention was a collaborative EP with the legendary Afrobeats producer SARS, and this EP featured Wizkid. The EP definitely did a lot for Lojay. It showcased his unique blend of Afrobeats and R&B with some smooth vocals and catchy hooks. It also helped build a strong reputation for his penmanship. I still cannot get over you win the Ass Chick Ballon d'Or. My bro. Who thinks of things like that, bro? Who comes up with shit like that? Anyway, and with this EP, he bags a smash hit, a modern day classic, honestly, Mona Lisa. This song ends up tearing the airwaves for a good minute in 2021 and bled into 2022 as well with the remix with Chris Brown. Showed up at number 8 on the Afrobeats Billboard charts. This got him his nomination for the Headies as Next Rated Artist. Now, with his growing popularity and unique sound, Lojay is honestly poised to be one of the most exciting artists to come out of Nigeria, man. Now, in the build-up to the EP, Gangsta Romantic EP, we had a fine lineup of features from Lojay, you know? But when it got to his own material, he dropped his first single, Leader, and then went on to drop Canada with DJ Maporiza and Kabza the Small. And then we also got Automatic with Small God, which unfortunately is not his song. And honestly, I feel this song belongs on this EP, but I digress. And last but not the least, we get the most recent single, Moto. Now, real quick before we get into it, let's do a quick cover art check, all right? Now, I'm a big fan of this cover, especially with the fact that it's kind of contrasting the Love and Attention cover. It has a heart-shaped bullet that is kind of sitting right on his heart. So it's kind of like a nice call to the title, you know, Gangsta Romantic. And I really like that. Now, just like the name implies, the common themes on this EP is sex, love, toxic love to be specific. The kind of toxic love that Future will look back and be very proud of, you know?
Sensational.
But I absolutely love how he kicked up with this project with Yahweh. Yahweh has that very slowed down, dirty, like raunchy atmosphere with the production. Kind of reminds you of the heavy bass synths you find on a song like Panty or Tonongo, and those reverbs are kind of blowing up the record and making it voluptuous and deep and steamy in some way. Damn, I kind of went into too much detail there, but you get the point I'm making, right? Yahweh kind of paints this Nollywood-esque kind of scenario where he's with a lady that he's not supposed to be with, and talking about how his perfume will be smelling on this pillow, and then the girl's boyfriend is gonna come back to come and feel it. I mean, it's like it's kind of crazy. It's very, very vivid. It kind of paints the picture very clear for you. Enjoy the Yahweh for that. Now, a song like Leader, Lojay is a dirty, dirty dog, like a very heartless ashawo.
Look, you have no place in my future, bitch. I mean, just might as well make that clear. What's up with you guys? I mean, guys, you would bite of the apple, now you want the raw fucking apple. Dude, that's greed, man. Let some other bitches take a bite of the apple, too. This shit is big enough to go around.
Now, in as much as I joke about Lojay being a heartless ashawo on this song, On the line where he says, if she move wrong, leave her. Too many babes on signal. Yeah, you can look at that this guy has so many babes on speed dial. Like he can just move on quickly and not care and just break anybody's hearts anyhow. But there's another angle to look at it, to be very honest. Like you can absolutely look at it as him protecting himself and prioritizing his mental health. And yeah, it is another angle, but isn't that the definition of being a gangster romantic? Like his mantra is, if you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. And to be very honest, that's gangster, you know? That's fair game. Obviously, it's a very, very aggressive record. Almost too aggressive to be a single, to be honest. I didn't think this was a nice follow-up to his moment with Mona Lisa. But in terms of content, in terms of delivery, in terms of production, it works fantastically. He has that very Santi-esque or GMK type of galala heritage, you know what I mean? And even P Prime on the production throws in some nice flutes there that kind of triggers my mind back to like Stereo Man sample Ekwe.
She no say me, I be chop and move. She give me submission like it.
And then we get to Moto, which was another single. First of all, I really enjoyed it for the snippet. Absolutely obsessed with the guitar strings. The pace on the song is a lot more easy on the ear. The emotions on the song are so convincing. And thanks to the simplicity behind the production, those strings, again, I can't stress it. Production was absolutely stellar. This happens to be one of the few songs that he got a producer credit for. But shout out to The Element, who was also credited on this. Honestly, one of the best production moments of this project. Now, on the song Moto, you can see Lojay obviously going through some hot breakfast that they just served him, and for some reason I just feel like he deserves whatever he got here. Now this sounds dark obviously, but look at what he was saying in Yahweh, my G. Like, come on. Now if you happen to catch my New Music Friday live streams, shameless plug, every Friday 5:30 EST, 10:30 Nigerian time, don't miss it. Anyway, I reviewed that song on my first listen, and my first run of this particular song Moto was absolutely great in the first instance until I got to the chorus. That's the hook. That's the hook. For the lack of a better word, I thought it was a lazy hook. I thought it was quite repetitive. It got annoying in the first spin. I'm not gonna lie. In my moto, moto, in my moto. Like, it's very repetitive of the word. And it's a huge contrast with his verses, because in his verses, he's super descriptive, very, very like clever in expressing himself. He knows how to really like he pushes and stretches his vocabulary, and it just seems a lot more seasoned on his verses in contrast with such a simple hook. And of course, he's a Nigerian pop artist too. At the same time, he has to understand commercial value, so I can see him debate with that in terms of simplicity of hooks, because it's a huge dilemma that many songwriters have to actually need to balance. So I can understand the repetition element here, but for my first spin, I didn't really like it. It didn't really sit well. But and again, absolutely obsessed with the rest of the song. But in more spins and more time with the record, absolutely love it. And it's easy now to stomach the repetition on it. But the repetition that I couldn't handle, that is still so annoying till this day, is Canada, the song that comes right after this. It's an obvious Amapiano attempt. He's calling the Amapiano gods himself, DJ Maporeza and Kabza the Small, to create a new record that would obviously build on the momentum of Mona Lisa. But frankly, this doesn't do that for me. The production of this seems quietly too familiar. It's like, it feels like both producers kind of gave him something off their shelf that they were probably just sitting on. And then we get, again, a very repetitive hook that kind of throws the record off for me. But I get the entire concept, the entire theme of sending a babe to Canada. Like, it's clever. There's fun one-liners here and there, but as an overall record, it's not something I'm going back to very often. Now we're getting to If You Down, IYD. Now this kind of takes it back to the intimate moment that we kind of had in the beginning with Yahweh. But this one is less raunchy and much more romantic. It seems that he's not as aggressive, he's not so toxic, he's not as wicked on this song. It seems a lot more soothing and approachable, and a lot more poised. Now on IYD, he's clearly trying to win his way back into the heart of this girl. It seems like the same instance as the song on Moto as well. He's really begging his way back into this girl's heart. Again, I would say run if you're watching. But I joke. But then again, sonically speaking, fantastic record. Kind of picture it as is like, if you're not gonna pick up my phone call, you're probably gonna hear me on the radio, and I'm gonna bring a wine to you, like trying to get my say, trying to get some closure. That was the sentiment behind the song, and again, felt it in the emotion, felt it in the delivery. His dexterity is there, and it's convincing. He really sells the song to you. And then we get to Availabu, which is poised to be another hit, okay? Which Magic Sticks, obviously, fantastic producer from last year, with Ashake and the amazing things he has done. Now, this is another Magic Sticks production that really aims for that Amapiano club-centered commercial hit. I see the potential in it, but I wasn't too crazy about it. It still sounds like another Amapiano song. Now, on the last track, Over, and how it closes off this EP, kind of poetic, Over, obviously, the last track, get it, clear. But this song kind of is reflective of the past relationship that ended so badly. So bad that he opens up the song by saying, we knew this wasn't going to work. And he does it with a very interesting delivery that I kind of like. We knew it. Yeah, it was a cool record. Very interesting writing again. Y'all are trying. I've been through this, man. Y'all are trying. Like, I understand ending things amicably. Like, most people end things nicely, but in this case, this man ended up saying things like, I should have cheated on you, man. Like, come on, man. It's obviously, again, kind of connecting to the overarching theme that we're seeing on this EP now, of him trying to deal and process heartbreak in a very toxic way, unhealthy ways. Well, now it was a very audacious production on this song with the Scottish bagpipes that P Prime added. I know it's a very clear indicator for the song, and it gives the song some form of character, and it kind of feels like a burial, it feels like an end of something, like that really, really dark, and kind of gives you that imagery of something sad, essentially, which is good and nice. But in such a nice and beautiful sonic atmosphere, I don't think it's quite enjoyable to sit that next to like smooth vocals from Lojay on this song, and as it's just belting his heart out. I don't think it sits quite nicely. It might take a few more spins for me to like it, but the bagpipes definitely like, they stand out. They're very in your face, very intrusive on the song, and I don't know if it's the best call, but definitely, again, there's a other side of it that adds more character to the song, and you can appreciate it at the end of the day. Anyway, that was Gangster EP. That was my review for it. After listening to it, like, I think 3 occasions now. Now, when it comes to my favorites on the song, Yahweh, Leader, Moto, and If You're Down really, really, really stand out as fantastic records that I would love to go back to. We have songs like Canada and Availabu that really, really try hard to essentially recreate another commercial moment for him. I'm not really sold on either of those songs completely at this point. More so on Availabu. I think Availabu has the potential of working for me, but Canada is an absolute no. Now, to put a number in it, I still stand as to how I felt in my first review. This is an 8. It's an 8 out of 10 from Lojay. It's not a bad EP whatsoever. It kind of builds on his reputation of being one of the finest writers that we have in the Afrobeat scene, and he showed it here. He showed it here again. I give more respect to him on his vocal dexterity and prowess on songs like IYD, on songs like Over, on songs like Moto. I think he really showed up vocally, and he has that very, very soothing, unique delivery that he uses his head voice, and I really enjoy how it sits on the record. But anyway, that was my review on the EP. I'm curious where you guys have it at out of 10. Just before I get out of here, I put out Rema's Reason You review. That was one that you guys kept demanding, so it should be up here. And I appreciate you guys for watching. I've been your boy Mano, aka palmwinepapi. See you guys on the next one. Peace.